Hi, this is Brandon with Android Device Tutorials. Here we're going to do a quick review, more of an overview of the Nexus player by Google. Now when you first get it, what it's going to come with is your actual unit and a remote control. You know, power adapter, batteries, things like that as well. But now there is also an app for your phone or tablet or whatever device you decide to use, and that's seen here. Now, the only time you're really going to need this over the actual remote is, for one, you always have your phone on you, but two, it has a keyboard, and the remote itself does not, which is good. That would have been a definite downside if they didn't have the app. Okay, so moving on. Now, the main screen that you get to shows the clock up in the top right. It shows a click to search right here. Now that click to search, you can select it using the remote, or from the remote or the app, you'll notice there's an icon here. It's a search icon, voice search. Now what that does is allow you to navigate through this, the Nexus player with voice instead of having to type or search through things. Excuse me. The biggest thing is, like, say you're looking for a funny movie, you can tap the button on the remote or select it up there in the corner. Funny movies. Okay, as you can see, the first thing it comes up with is popular movies, and they're all funny. It does a pretty good job of that. Okay. Next, if you arrow down, you'll notice it also shows YouTube, which is good because it kind of gives you your opportunity to look through just about anything that's popular right now that's on both in movie format, TV show, or YouTube itself. So go ahead and hit the back button on the remote. So that's how the voice search works. Now there's a lot of different functions of it. You can play with it until you figure it all out. Sometimes it's wrong. It's generally right from what we've seen, but it still has a little bit of work to get it right. So let's arrow down. Next you'll see like top TV shows, movies, YouTube things, items that Google has decided is popular, and things that kind of show up here based on your preferences and things like that. Now, these will change periodically. Next, we have our apps. You're going to have apps and games broken out separately. Your apps are any app that you download from the store, which is here, will show up here. Any games you download will show up here. Now, these are the games that we have currently. Badland is one that they had on the device already, kind of as a promo thing. So let's start at the beginning. First is movies and TV through Google Play. It's the same thing you would have on your phone or tablet. And here you can actually go through your library. Now, Watch Now is going to show things that you've already played or something that Google recommends or is trying to give you for free for a period of time. My library. Now, this is all of your purchases. Purchases are free or whatever. When you arrow to the right, you'll see that it actually just brings this section up, and it has all the labels on it. But if you wanted to quickly get somewhere, you can read them all here and get to it. And as you can see, there's a huge list to break it down to where you find what you're looking for easily. Okay, so my library, I'll just go into one of them. We'll go into my movies. These are the movies that are in my account, and you can play it from here. When you play a movie, which I thought was really neat, let's go ahead and play one. Let's play Transformers just for a second. We'll resume. Okay, now if you hit the back button on your remote while a movie's playing, sorry, so it's not the back button, the home button. Here we go. You can look around while you're still watching the movie in the background, which is kind of an interesting thing. That way, if there's something you wanted to look at, you're not actually closing it out to look at different things. Now remember, that's the home button, which is kind of a nice little feature. So we'll go back in by just tapping on that because that's what's playing within that app. And we're back to the movie. Now, you hit the back button, of course, it closes it out. Hit the back button again, back again, and we're back to this screen. Next is YouTube. It's going to function exactly the way it does on your phone, tablet, anywhere else, any smart TV, things like that. Next is the Google Play Store. We'll go ahead and open that up. Same layout, kind of that grid layout, which is nice since it's based on Android 5. This Lollipop. It has that material design or transitional responsive design. Um, Same thing, it has your music apps, TV remote games. Now that means you can actually use your remote itself. You don't have to use a gamepad for these. Gamepad, you have to have the gamepad. They do not work without it. And then action for gamepad, as well as your play settings like setting a pin, things like that. So the layout's really nice, and of course you arrow over it gets bigger and you can see it a little easier. So not, nice layout, simple, clean, just like Google likes to do. Play music, same thing. It's your phone or tablet. It's just your online Google Play Music account. Netflix, if you have that monthly membership, you use that. Same with Hulu. Games, Google Play Games. Here they've actually done something nice. I was already in it, so it remembered where I was. But you can go to your profile to see what games you play. And there you see I play Galaxy Legend and Asphalt Airborne 8. Asphalt 8 requires a gamepad. Players, this is friends and things that play. And then find games. These are games that they recommend. As you arrow along, you'll notice different things that either you've downloaded or that they recommend based on your preferences. Okay. And then songs is another free one that shows up on the device. And the next games, same thing. Very nice, simple, easy to use layout. Has a little bit of work with its search. They don't have all of the movies we've been searching for, but it does a pretty good job, especially if you're going to use it for a media player specifically. But for gaming, there's a lot of companies that are starting to come out with games for this device. It just took a little while for them to get started. One of which is Gameloft, which is, these guys. They just came out with 10 games that they support on this, Asphalt 8 being one of them. So, overall, I think it's a great device. I think it's probably the best media player I have currently. I have a Chromecast and a Roku and several things, but this one seems to be the cleanest, quickest. It hasn't froze yet as much as we've been messing with it, and does a very good job. So if you have any questions about it or any comments, just let us know in the comments of the video or head over to androidadvice.com and talk to us there. So thanks for watching.